Good morning, students. This video is for class 6 science, and we will start the first chapter in physics that of your second unit syllabus, that is simple machine. What do you understand by machine? Machine is that thing which helps us in making our work easier by applying less effort, by applying less energy. So machines is anything which makes your work easier. In simple language, what is machine? Machine is anything that makes your work easier. So let us start with the chapter. We use various types of tools and machines in our daily life. In today's modern age, we cannot imagine life without the help of machines. Very true. In today's life, if you have to survive, if you have to live, you have to depend almost all of your activities in applying machines. I'm writing with this pen, it is a machine. It is not necessary that a machine has to have a motor parts. No. Anything which makes your work easier and less time consuming is known as machine. So it can be very simple. A machine can contain a motor, or it cannot contain a motor. So machine is anything which makes your work easier. We know that the ability to do work is called energy. Machines make our work very easy and comfortable by reducing our effort and saving time. So machine is anything that makes our work easier and also save time. We know that huge machines such as cars, motorbikes and washing machines help us to save time and energy. So we consider machine which has motor in it. But no, machines is anything that helps you to make your work easier and save time. But what about small machines such as scissors and pulleys? They do not contain any motor, but still they are considered as machines. Try to cut a cardboard sheet or a piece of cloth neatly with your hands, or try to cut vegetables with a stick. You will be able to do any of these activities properly without the help of scissors and knives. No. So, like the huge and complicated machines, small and simple machines around us also makes our daily activities easier. So it is not only the huge machines or big machines or complicated machines that makes your work easier. It is also the simple machines that makes your work easier. So what do you mean by simple machines? The simple machines that we use to make our work easier are called simple machines, which is not big in size, which does not have any complicated parts, which does not have any complicated functions to operate, nothing. So simple machine is a simple tool which makes your work easier. These machines make the work easier for us in the following ways. How does it make our work easier? Number one, multiplying the magnitude of the force. So simple machines, it actually increases the amount of force that you apply. Suppose if you apply 10 Newton of force using a simple machine, that simple machine will convert that 10 Newton into maybe 20 Newton, 30 Newton, 40 Newton and makes your work easier. So first one is multiplying the amount of force you use. Change the direction of force applied. Simple machines helps you to make your work easier by changing the direction of force you apply. Suppose when you use a rope to pull water from the well, you see the bucket is actually coming upwards, but the force you are applying is downward, means it helps you to change the direction of force and it makes your work easier. Changing the point of application of the force. It helps you to change the point of application. It helps you to change that particular point where you apply the force. It is not necessary that you have to apply the force in any particular area where you want to do the work. No, you can change that part, you can change that place also, but still you can do the work. So it helps you to change the point, change the place where you want to apply the force. Number 3, gaining the speed. It helps you to gain speed. Like for example, suppose when you drive a car, you apply force on the accelerator and immediately the speed of the car starts increasing. So it helps you to increase the speed of the car. Simple machines can be considered as basic machines that make up complex or compound machines. So simple machines, it helps you to make very simple machines as well as complex, means complicated machines. The terms used while dealing with simple machines are, so there are few terms you have to know. When you deal with simple machines, you have to know few terms. What are these terms? Like for example, load. That means it is the weight of the object that on which you want to do the work. You want to move a big stone, you have to know that big stone is your load. So that is the weight of the object onto which you want to apply the force. Fulcrum. Fulcrum is that fixed point where you want to do the work. So suppose you want to move a big stone, you put any simple machine, like suppose for example you want to take a rod, that fixed point where you will apply the force to move the object, that is known as fulcrum. Effort, the amount of force you apply to do that work, the amount of energy you apply to do that work, that is your effort, that is your energy invested. Mechanical advantage, it is the ratio of the load to the effort. That means it shows you that how much energy you have applied to move the quantity of load. Suppose you want to move say 10 kg of a load and you apply 10 Newton of force. So what is your mechanical advantage? Your mechanical advantage is 1, because 10 ratio 10 is to 10, that means 1. Your mechanical advantage is 1. So it is the ratio, it is the amount of load you are moving by applying a fixed quantity, or the quantity of force you apply onto that load to move it. Efficiency, it is the ability of the machines. The ability of the machines is known as the efficiency. Now suppose different students have different ability. Now like suppose if I am a student, I can do 10 sum in suppose in 10 minutes. Some other student maybe they can do 15 sums. Some other students maybe they can do 2 sums or 5 sums. So it is the ability, that ability of the student, it is the ability of the student. But if you come to the machines, the ability of the machine is known as the efficiency of the machine. Now you all know motorbikes. There are some motorbikes which runs, suppose say 10 kilometer, for example 10 kilometer using 1 liter of petrol. There are some bikes which gives you mileage of 30 kilometer. There are some which gives you 25 kilometer. So it is the efficiency of the machines which helps you to calculate the ability of the machine. Sorry. Efficiency of a simple machine is its ability to convert the amount of energy supplied to it into its work. So it is the ability, it helps you to measure the ability of the machine, that how much work is done by applying this much amount of energy. It is the efficiency. So how will you calculate efficiency? Efficiency is equal to work done by the machine by the energy supplied, the amount of energy you have invested in doing that work. Efficiency, when you convert that into percentage, efficiency means the work done, how much work done by how much force or energy you have invested multiplied by 100. It is the percentage of efficiency. Efficiency of any machine cannot be more than 100%, because a machine cannot do more work than the given supply of energy. You have to keep this in mind. Any machine cannot have efficiency, cannot have ability more than 100%, because it cannot do any work overcoming the amount of energy you supply. Suppose if you supply suppose a 50 Newton of energy, it cannot do more than 50 newton of work. So a machine can have 100% ability, but it cannot have more than 100% of ability, efficiency. Generally, efficiency of a machine is always less than 100% because some energy is lost while operating the machine, such as energy lost due to friction. So there are no machines which can be 100, which can have 100% efficiency, because when you start doing some work, some energy is wasted. So a machine is always less than 100% efficiency because some energy is wasted due to friction, maybe due to breakdown of machine parts, maybe due to some other reason. But a machine cannot be more than 100% efficiency, or it is like impossible to say a machine is 100 with 100% efficiency. So it will have less than 100% efficiency because some energy is wasted while the machine starts working. So I hope all of you have understood the terms that are related to this simple machine and what is simple machine. So children, for today we will keep it in here. In the next class we will continue with types of machines and so on. So for today, up to this much. Thank you, class.